Hello friends, good afternoon. Today we'll discuss about the donation in GST. Donation received by the charitable institution from the individual donors are without quid pro quo. An important features of the constitution is quid pro quo, that is something for something. Donation received by charitable organizations are treated as a consideration only if there exists quid pro quo, that is there is an obligation on the part of the recipient of the donation or the gift to do anything, supply or service. Generally, institutions such as religious institutions, charitable organizations, schools, hospitals, orphanages, old age homes, etc. receive financial helps or any other support in the form of donation or gift from the individual donors in order to express the gratitude towards the help, support, and the recipient institution place a nameplate or similar such acknowledgement in their premises. When the name of the donor is displayed in the recipient institution's premises in such a manner which can be said to be an expression of gratitude and public recognition of donors' act of philanthropy and is not aimed at giving publicity to the donor in such manner that it would be a advertising or promotion of his business, then it can be said that there is no supply of service for the payment in the form of donation. In other words, there is no obligation quid pro quo on the part of the recipient of the donation or the gift to do anything, that is supply of service. Therefore, there is no GST liability on such payment made. Some example of the cases where there would be no taxable supply are as follows. Bhushan donated a blackboard to the Yoganist Sansthan, a charitable institutions. Yoganist Sansthan printed the underneath the blackboard, so donated the good wishes from Mr. Bhushan. Smith Durga Devi donated some money to the temple in the memory of her late father. The temple trust constructed room in the temple complex from such donation and wrote the donated by Smith Durga Devi in the memory of her father on the door floor of the room. In the above example, it may be noted that there is no reference or mention of any business activity of the donor which otherwise would have got advertised. Thus, the GST is not liable where the following three cumulative conditions are satisfied, namely, gift or donation made to a charitable organizations, payment has the character of gift or donation. Purpose is philanthropic, that is, it leads to no commercial gain and not advertisement. Artwork sent by artists to the galleries for exhibition is not a supply, as no consideration flows from the gallery to the artist. Artists give their work of art to the galleries where it is exhibited for supply. However, no consideration flows from the gallery to the artist when the artwork are sent to the gallery for exhibition, and therefore there is no supply. It is only when the buyer select the particular artwork displayed at the delivery that actual supply takes place and actual GST would be payable at the time of such supply. No supply of service at the by the insured to the insurance company in the lieu of no claim bonus offered by said insurance company to the him. Issue which arose for consideration as whether the deduction on account of no claim bonus allowed by the insurance company from the insurance premium payable by the insured can be considered as a consideration for supply provided by the insured to the insurance company for agreeing to the obligation to the referent from such act of lodging insurance claim during the previous years. As per the practice prevailing in the insurance sector, the insurance companies deduct no claim bonus from the gross insurance premium amount when no claim is made by the insured person during the previous insurance period. Customer insured person insurance policies to indemnify himself from any loss, injury as per the terms of the policy, and is not under any contractual obligation not to claim insurance claim during any period covered under the policy in the lieu of NCB, no claim bonus. It is therefore clarified that there is no supply provided by the insured to the insurance company in the form of agreeing to the obligation to refrain from the act of lodging insurance claim during the previous years, and no claim bonus cannot be considered as a consider for any supply provided by the insured to the insurance company. Salvage rake value involved in the claim assessment of damage caused to the motor vehicle. In case of motor vehicle, insurance company provided by the insurance companies engaged in providing general insurance services such as company insure the cost of repairs, damages of motor vehicles insured by the policyholders. In case a claim is made by an insured for damage of motor vehicle while setting aside insurance claim where the general insurance company as per the pre-decided terms of the insurance contract deduct the value of the salvage wreck of the motor vehicle as deductible from the claim amount paid to the insured. The salvage remains the property of the insured and the insurance companies are not liable to discharge the GST liability on the same. Do not deduct the value of the salvage or wreck of the motor vehicles and pay the full amount of the insurance claim. Salvage become the property of the insurance company and the insurance company will be obligated to discharge the GST on supply of salvage to the salvage buyer. Another parameter to clarify the supply of the goods or services is that the supply is made in the course of furtherance of business. This parameter has been explained in the following paras. Course of furtherance of business. GST is essentially a tax only on the commercial transaction, hence only those supplies that are in the course of furtherance of business qualify as a supply under GST. Resultantly, any supplies made by the individual in his personal capacity do not come under the ambit of GST unless they fall within the definition of business. Meaning of supply made in the course of furtherance of business. Any activity undertaken in the course of furtherance of business would constitute a supply. In order to understand the term in the course of furtherance of business, we need to first understand the term business. Business is defined under 270. Inter alia includes any trade, commerce, manufacture, profession, vocation, whether or not undertaken for monetary benefit. The definition of the business has been summarized in the diagram below. Trade, manufacture, profession, if there is no monetary benefit, any activity incidental or ancillary to it, any activity of the same nature, even if no volume or continuity, supply or acquisition of goods including the capital goods and services in connection with the commencement or closure of business, provision of facility by club or association to its members for consideration, admission for consideration to any premises, services at the office holder of office accepted in the course of furtherance of trade or profession, activity of a race club including by way of totalizer or license to bookmaker or activity of a license to bookmaker in such club, activity any activity by the government or local authority as the public authority. Thus, business includes any activity or transaction which is incidental or ancillary to any trade, commerce, manufacture, profession, vacation, adventure, leisure, or bet, or any other similar activity. In addition, any activity undertaken by the central government or state government or any local authority in which they are engaged as a public authority shall be constituted as a business for any trade, commerce, or any other similar activity to qualify as business. Frequency, volume, continuity, or regularity of such transaction is not prerequisite. Some example of the supply made or not made in the course of furtherance of business are as follows. Rishabh buys the car for personal use and after years sell it to the car dealer, and sale of car by the Rishabh to the car dealer is not supply under CGST Act because said supply is not made by the Rishabh in the course of furtherance of business. Manikarna sold her old gold bangles and earrings to Bhushan jewels. Sale of old gold jewelry by individuals to a jeweler will not constitute a supply, as the same cannot be said to be the course of furtherance of business of the individuals. Sundaram Acharya, a famous actor, paints some painting and sell them, and the consideration from such sale is to be deducted to the charitable trust Kind Women. The sale of painting by the actor qualifies as supply as it is made in the course of furtherance of business. In view of example 7 and 8 above, it is based on the view on the departmental FAQs and press release, and there is no another school of thought according to which since the definition of business includes the trade, commerce, or any other similar activity, whether or not there is a frequency, volume, continuity, or regularity of such transaction, or the legal interpretation. The transaction in the above examples can be considered to be made in the course of furtherance of business, and thus will constitute supply. Taxability of such transaction, however, will have to be examined under the provision of section 9 discussed in the detail in chapter 2, which is a change of GST in this model of the study material. However, since this view may not always lead to the logical conclusion, it is more prudent to take a progressive approach as followed in the departmental FAQs and press release given above. A resident welfare association provides a service of the depositing the electricity bill of the resident in lieu of some nominal charges. Provision of service by a club, association, or society to its member is included in the definition of business. Admission of person to any premises for consideration is also included in the business. Services by admission to circus, cinema halls, amusement parks, including theme parks, water parks, etc. are considered as supply as they are services by way of admission of a person by any premises for a consideration. Business includes activity of race club including by way of proprietor license to bookmaker, activity of a licensed bookmaker in such club. A roll top race club is engaged in the facilitating a wagering, betting or transaction or horse placed through the totalizer for providing services of facilitating wagering transactions. Royal Top Race Club gets a commission which is deducted and retained by a club from the total bet, where the said services amount to the supplies activity or race clubs are in the business. So we have discussed about the charitable trust and claim bonus by the insurance companies and artwork sent to the gallery for exhibitions. All these GST implication on this and the definition of business we also discussed in this video. And if you have any query on these 4 points, then you can connect us on chat box or you can make a call on 9082433203 or you may make mail on gupta.associate120422@gmail.com. We will reply on the due time. And for more videos, stay tuned to this channel, and for more updates, please don't forget to press the bell icon. We will bring such type of videos regularly. Thank you.